Welcome to Marital Hate. There's no one here. Sometimes we start the podcast and there's no one here and we're like talking to ourselves and it's pretty funny. But then people watch it later and they're like, oh, you guys are idiots. Yes, we are. Welcome to Marital Hate. It's I don't know what's happening with my hair today. Welcome to Marital Hate. I'm Stacy and my husband Doug is about to hop into his flamingo. So we do a nightly live and interactive podcast at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And if you comment, no matter where you are, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, we will bring your comment up on screen and share it with anybody who's interested and we'll chat with you. And that's actually pretty much the best part of the show. I mean, we're hilarious. And I say ridiculous and inappropriate things all the time. But the thing that's really cool is it gives you a sense of community because everyone will be your friend. Everybody, if you come, how many times do you have to come before people treat you like they're like best friends and they're sending you friend requests?
What, here? Probably one.
Yeah, you come once or twice, you comment a few times.
Yeah, they welcome you in.
Suddenly you got a whole bunch of friends. We're plugging your business for you. What is going on with, I look strokey.
No, you look nice.
Don't look strokey today.
What's the matter?
I look strokey and I have, look, 2 little zits right there. Middle age, no fun. Do not recommend it. So anyway, we don't usually hate each other. Sometimes we get on each other's nerves. Sometimes we'll have marital hate on the podcast and people will chime in and say marital hate.
But don't worry.
But we still love each other. Todd's here. What's up, motherfucker? Todd is a master hater. So the people that watch the podcast, we call them our haters, but there's a group of amazing folks that watch on a regular basis. We have given 24 of them gifts last Friday when we celebrated our 100th episode. Today is 101. And Cindy's here. You look very pretty. Love your hair as always. Oh, thanks, gorgeous. I just actually got it done last Tuesday. And girl, the headaches finally stopped on like Saturday. Ooh. Like it's not so Sasha did it this time. Normally Taylor does it. Taylor, I don't know if it's because Taylor's gentler or if it's because it was so long since I got them done because it was like 9 months. Yeah. But Sasha, she did a great job. It's just that it's like having 66 little head ponytails on your head.
It kind of reminds me of wasn't there a doll? Like, I don't know if there was a doll or it was a thing that you it was like a drill and you stuck it on and it spun the hair up or something. You remember that? I don't know.
Oh, the twist in style Barbie.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing.
I didn't have one.
And those people put them in your hair as a girl. That's not nearly as bad because it's a really tight. Here, let's see what it's like. By the way, it might be almost haircut time for you.
This hurts. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts so bad.
Imagine 66 of those.
Well.
And now you look like Dennis the Menace. It's very cute.
All right.
Thank you so much, Anita. That's so sweet of you to say. Y'all stay safe. Girl, we are not even phased. It's a 3.
I'm a little phased.
It's not even.
If it takes a right turn, I'm going to be phased. If it just
then
keeps
have
going,
some weed.
We're going to get some.
Take some of my weed and eat it. Eat some weed. Would you like me to make you some brownies?
Yeah, I would. I want to eat some brownies.
No, like brownies. Oh, no, you're not having brownies. Actually, such a sad story. Our cute little neighbors down the street made Doug brownies, and their mom's like, if I give you a present for Doug, will you give it to him? And I'm like, fuck you, no way.
All I want is a cupcake.
His blood pressure has been very, very high as of recent.
It's because I didn't get any damn cupcake.
Doug does not currently have health insurance, and I, like my husband, usually, and I do not want him to die, although I do occasionally go into his office and just burst into tears.
Well,
and say,
it's what I'm there for.
You have to take care of yourself.
I don't want
because you guys, you're not going to want to fucking talk to me by myself every night. Like that'll be boring. I'll just be
I don't really have that much.
I have nothing to do.
Every once in a while, I'll drop something funny, but for the most part, it's 90% you talking about health stuff.
I don't know. It's not health stuff. I talk about cocks all the time. How much?
I'm not talking
like
about
1% health stuff and 100% cock stuff. Incidentally,
yet people tune in.
Yet 7 wonderful people are here to hear us talk about health, cocks, current events.
Well,
I don't know. I'm really hoping that the OG lesbies will chime in soon because we're waiting to hear about a very big announcement they may or may not have.
That's right.
See, this is the thing. Sometimes we have stuff we can't talk about on the podcast, either because it's like really fucked up, or it's not our story to tell, or for legal reasons, or whatever. So that's one.
Yeah.
It's just not our story.
Oh, if
to
we
tell.
could tell all the stories, this show would be
it
entertaining
fire.
as F.
We do still sell. I definitely tell some stories I
Mm.
probably shouldn't tell, but I just leave out the names.
Oh yeah.
I do want to ask them.
This tall guy who lives in a biodome, blah blah blah.
Any word? So I texted Tracy to find out if they got any information. Mary says, "See you soon." Wait, are you coming to visit? Because that would be cool.
Well, because I can make the guest room bed. No, it's made actually.
The guest room bed is made, except I took a nap on it the other day.
Oh, you took a nap on it.
Then we fucked on it.
Oh.
So we should probably clean the.
Yeah, we should. Probably.
It's just the comforter. Just the comforter.
What the what?
And maybe the pillowcase where my face was. There wasn't any shrapnel on my face. Much to Doug's chagrin.
Let's just say we will wash that stuff up.
Anne's here. She says, "Hello, my friends."
Anne.
Mary says she's moving. What part of Florida are you moving to? Are you moving to the part where, oh my God, we're getting a Cat 3 hurricane? What will we do?
Listen, you're not a pro. You got through one. You got lucky.
Yeah, I got through one. And
water
I was like, I wasn't like, oh, Xanax. Oh no, sorry, not Xanax. Ativan. He has to correct me every time. Up in his mouth.
To me.
Okay. She is moving to Tampa. So Tampa
we would go see her there. Yeah.
We would. It's 2 hours away, and it's a city. So there's that. Cape Coral, also a city.
She might be saying
Not
Tampa as in Tampa area, greater surrounding.
Could be
area.
greater Tampa. Could be actual Tampa. You raise a valid point. I never know which way to push. What are you doing? I never know which way to push my hair, and sometimes it gets cockeyed.
Well, I think you should let gravity do the work.
I would be wearing my hair down, and it would be wet from the pool, and then I would have to dry, and you would have to wring it out.
Gravity
process.
will tilt it one way or the other if it needs to be tilted.
Yeah, and then I'll be all misaligned, and my chiropractor lives 4.5 hours away.
Oh, jeez.
She is so excited. So when will you be here?
Settle down, Pointer Sisters.
Why are you calling her Pointer Sisters?
Because they were so excited, and they just can't hide it.
Oh, that's so funny.
She's about to lose control, and she thinks she likes it.
I don't know if she likes it or not.
Well, that's fantastic.
Anyway, well, when you welcome, and when you move down, let us know. We can definitely try to make a trip up, or you're welcome to come down, maybe be a guest on the podcast. If you're going to be down in September, September 13th through 15th. I'm going to need podcast guests if you happen to be free. That doesn't even sound like a bird. That sounds like a person pretending to be a bird.
Yeah, that's maybe.
Y'all, we're getting into
the CIA is in a tree.
We're getting into fancy fucking bird season. Let me just tell you something. The birds that we have had all summer that you have heard are nothing. It's about to get lit with fancy fucking birds.
Because
that's what we call.
They come down from up north, and it's like Bird City.
Well, it's all the birds that everywhere.
Like that Guns N' Roses song. Take me down to Bird City.
It's Paradise City. And it's Birdie City. And Dance Fan
City.
So the point is that the birds get even crazier. And the problem for us is like, we've only been in Florida almost 2 years now. We've been in Florida almost 2 years now, and we have not really learned the names of the birds or the plants or really the animals. Although I can identify all of the snakes now when people post them. I'm like, oh, that's a black racer. That's a juvenile black racer. Right. That's copperhead.
That's a banded water snake.
Banded water snake. That's a ringneck snake. That's a python.
Well, ringneck snake's pretty hard to miss.
It is. But like the fact that I know any of them, because normally my response is just burn your fucking house down.
No.
Which snakes apparently Facebook finds to be offensive. They think I'm really going to burn a house down? Really?
No. Snakes are good.
Please.
Snakes are good.
Snakes are good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want all rats running around?
Did you see the snake here that was trying to eat you?
He
ate your lizard friend.
He was just upset that
this
almost 6 foot tall guy was coming at him.
You're not almost 6 feet tall.
Well, I'm more closer to 6 feet tall than that little snake.
Is that how you make you feel better?
He was scared. I was trying to comfort him.
Oh my God. There's this male comedian. I don't know his name. And I don't mean to steal his act, but I want to tell you this story. He does this whole thing about how, like, there's people that are not a fan of the trans community, which whatever. But
are we getting into trouble here?
No, we're not getting into trouble.
Okay.
So he was like, everyone, particularly men, should like the trans community because when they turn a woman into a dude externally, they what they do is they give her a fuckload of hormones that takes her clit and turns it into a little baby dick. It's small. And so what it does as a result is lower the average of dick size, making your dick bigger relative to the average dick. Something to think about.
One way to look at it.
You can always find in any situation, you can find some sort of silver lining. Silver lining.
But then again, there's more dicks chasing after the limited number of women.
I gotta tell you, it's really interesting because, now we live in a world where people are gay, straight, bi, gender fluid. They like, it's a whole mix. So it used to be like, if you're a woman, you're only competing with other women. And then there was all these gay men and you're competing with like all the hot guys to get other men. But like, homophobia kind of worked in our favor because it was a time in society where like it was frowned upon to be gay. Obviously that's not a good thing. But as a straight woman, there were a lot of gay men that we all married and had kids with. Or like, but the hottest guys were always the gay guys.
I'm hotter than anyone you have ever been married to, so
that's definitely true.
And I'm not the gay one.
That's definitely true, and that's definitely true. But
not that there's anything wrong with
not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just really interesting. You have to kind of have like a little perspective on the world.
I know lots of handsome gay people.
No, dude, usually gay guys are smoke shows.
Well, usually they're all fit and active.
And I need to respond to Mary's comment, but I want to circle back to this. Mary says our home is on Zillow, 18 Shepherd's Lane, Epping, New Hampshire. Oh, for sale? Are you trying to sell your house? So we could actually share the link to that. If 18 Shepherd's Lane, Epping, New Hampshire. Hang on. 18 Shepherd's Lane, Epping. So if anyone is looking for a house,
boom, boom, boom.
There is. Oh my God! This
look at that place.
Gorgeous.
Why are you leaving that?
I'm sorry. This is so beautiful.
Heck?
I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this on the internet. And if it wasn't in a place that is balls ass cold, I would seriously consider it.
Yeah, I think you may need your head examined, Mary, because that
place is so beautiful.
That's
so
like a fantasy.
3-bedroom, 1.5 bath for 1,485 square feet. So really 1,500 square feet. Like there's a closet somewhere.
It's not bad.
It's a 5.38 acre
got
lot.
That metal ass roof.
I hope you are not moving to Tampa proper because it is going to be way too fucking crowded for you. We live in Cape Coral, where there is 180,000 people in 100 square miles. It is way too crowded for this bitch.
I'd buy that house.
It's beautiful. So it's a log cabin. Oh shit. It's a log cabin. It's got beautiful grass. It's got a beautiful front porch. Oh my God, I could see like rockers out there, a porch swing.
It looks like a Cracker Barrel restaurant. With the porch.
But better.
Oh, look at that.
It's like seriously cabin.
That'll cost a fortune to keep. That's what people say about
She's
that.
only asking $499 for it. That's really not bad.
Beautiful, Mary.
It makes me want to show it to my pal Charlie, because Charlie could still get a lot for his land, but the market is not so bueno right now. It's just slowing down because people don't want to pay that much. This is a absolutely stunning property. Oh my God, I love the red floors.
I have a surefire way to sell this house. You sell it and you get a free can of pledge.
It's a beautiful, beautiful home. Oh, I love that that sofa. I will tell you this, Mary, I wouldn't recommend bringing your furniture with you. It costs a freaking fortune, and you're going to find you want different things in Florida. Sell it up there.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely don't remove that table saw. That's going to be too heavy. And the chainsaw, you're not going to need it. Well, maybe around hurricane season.
Yeah, you wouldn't need it. Yeah.
What is that? Is that a tankless water system?
Could be. It's a Fogati.
Beautiful deck. Oh my God.
Looks a little squatchy in that neighborhood.
When he says squatchy, what he means is Sasquatch could be there. Oh my God, your neighbors are not up in your shit. If you could just guarantee me 85 degrees every day, I would be all over that shit. It was built in 2002, and it's residential zoned, and
big old lot.
Yeah. So this looks like a good deal. It's rural, obviously. The driveway is paved. There's no garage, but everything else, like it's got 200 amp electrical service. That's amazing. It's private septic, and it's got a well, which means you don't have to worry about the shitty well water in your town when your water's constantly shut off, like we have here in Cape Coral. Wow, this isn't a bad little house. It's got carbon monoxide detectors, air conditioning.
Thanks, Mary, for the show content, the podcast.
Jesus, yeah, because we weren't super prepared tonight. That's a great little fucking house.
Her husband built it. That's fantastic.
My husband built it. And then of course, Anne says that's a cool house. I know, right? Like that would be a great place for a hippie commune. You put a bunch of little hippie, little tiny houses on the property.
A good place to live and go jeeping.
Mary, if you would remind me later, because I will totally forget right now, I will post it on my wall. And I know a lot of people in New England. So, there's not a ton of people watching the podcast tonight, but, well, 4. But the odds that 4 people are going to buy your house, small. But I have something like 4,000 Facebook friends. So I'll happily share it. Just remind me because I will forget. So I was back to, the concept of the gays and all the sexualities now and the competition to find a mate and the complication of sex in the world today. But what I found out is I want to be part of one of 2 groups. This is something I discovered. I was having a moment of self-discovery.
Yeah.
And by self-discovery, in this case, and probably only this time, I do not mean masturbation. Normally I do.
Can I guess what those 2 things
You may.
are? Wealth and enlightenment.
No.
For the healthy and well-fed.
Well, I mean, I am wealthy and healthy as per my affirmations that I say to myself twice a day. P.S. Picked up the winning Powerball tickets today.
Oh, allegedly.
Picked it up. Went to the store. Picked it up.
Bought it.
With my green juice.
Oh, and you made a little friend, didn't you? At the 7-Eleven.
Oh, my God. I forgot his name already. It's Island Dave or Island Mike.
Somebody.
I saw that we were off on a tirade. Yeah. We're off on it. Can we loop back to the Island guy? I would like to talk about what I want to be.
Remind us about Island Joe or whatever.
So today, I was having a moment of self-discovery. Again, normally I mean masturbation when I say self-discovery. Today, that's not what I meant. I was just thinking to myself about how much pressure women are under to look a certain way. Mm-hmm. And it's really hard. Like, I don't normally give a fuck. But you do, if you're looking at yourself on camera constantly, it's a lot. I don't love it. It's I wouldn't normally wear makeup. I've started wearing makeup for the podcast because it's stressing me out. Chiming in here is Jamie. She says, "Hey guys, stay safe. Hope you have some supplies." Girl, I have a MasterCard. And the second the power goes out, I'm getting in a hotel. I'm going to wait till the storm dies down, but for a couple of hours, I can go in the pool or fuck my husband to entertain myself. I'll be fine. But we're not really, I'm not fazed by Cat 3. I wasn't really fazed by Cat 5.
We did just go to Costco, so we should have plenty of
Going to Costco is actually the worst possible thing that could happen for us, because if we lose power, we lose
I'm trying
groceries.
to make it into a good thing. Yes, we have food. We can make some food and
not when we have no power.
We have plenty of water.
When we don't have any power,
we can still drink water.
Food? We will drink water. When we don't have any power, we will drink water. And Jamie is laughing.
What are you gonna eat?
So
I can eat peanut butter and jelly. No, I don't have any peanut butter and jelly. I have sunflower butter.
Because I'm allergic. And we don't have any bread.
And we have no bread.
We're not bread people anymore. Oh, there's some salt bread in the freezer.
Yeah, if it thaws out, I'm making toast.
Okay. You won't be able to make toast because we won't be able to cook it.
I'm going to put it out in the sunshine that comes after the hurricane.
Okay, so the point was.
Yeah, same to you, you guys, Jamie.
We hope you guys are safe. If you need anything, let us know. We don't really have anything except a bunch of shit from Costco, but we're happy to help out. Or if you need to cool off, you want to come in the pool, you're welcome to. And we keep.
You can go diving in the pool. Look for shells. I don't think there are any.
We keep meaning to have them over. And let me just tell you right now. We need to make a date. It's going to have to be in the future. Zach is coming this weekend. I'm going to need a week to rest after that. Then Doug's away for 3 days. And I'm going to be completely fucked. So I'm going to need a little rest after that. So a week and a half later. So we're looking at end of September, October. Let me know. We would love to have you guys over. Perhaps we could eat by the pool one night. And you guys could play our fun pool game with us.
Oh, no. A doubles match.
It's the game is, it's actually, we use these pool paddle things and shuttlecocks, like badminton shuttlecocks, and we call it "Get That Dirty Cock Away From Me" because neither of us is very athletic.
And when it comes your way, you kind of basically just swat it away from you.
And so what we're doing is, instead of trying to score, we ping it back and forth and we count how high we can get because we're not athletic.
It's like paddle ball.
But I think Jamie plays softball. I think she is athletic.
All I know is that she finds megalodon teeth, and that's pretty cool.
She is.
She can look in the pool. I don't think there are any.
We do not have any megalodon teeth in our pool that we're aware of. But after the hurricane,
you never know. You don't know.
Who knows? Last time we lost a big section
of the cage. Yeah,
cage, and there was a tree in the pool. So megalodon teeth, possibility. Sharknado, possibility. But back to check your schedule. Let me know, please, because you've been on my mind. Back to my original plan. of what I want to do, and I'm glad.
Okay,
and I'm
what are you gonna
sad
do
Tracy's
with
not
this,
here. Where's
this
Tracy?
winning ticket?
She said no Megs, haha. Okay, so I was looking at this morning. I was watching and I was thinking it was a video about a lesbian couple, and I was thinking about how like men are very visual, and a lot like there are men out there that like they'll worship your big juicy ass. Thank you. Not my husband is. I mean, like yes, but not like in a way. Like some of these guys will worship your ass. Like they will offer to eat your ass all day.
It's a true story, bro.
I'm shook. Anyway, but generally speaking, as a woman, we're under so much pressure, and of course, a lot of that pressure comes from other women. Pressure comes from the media and men who are shallow. But I was thinking about groups that celebrate women for having juicy bodies. And in my experience, those two groups of people are lesbians and Black people. And I would like to be either lesbian or Black. And I don't know how I can be Black, but I can definitely be a lesbian. I could pull that off.
I'm not sure if any of this is appropriate or woke, but
I'm not trying to be woke, but I do know that many people in the Black community celebrate a woman's curves. It's different.
Oh, there's been songs about it. There's been songs
about it. And I'm sure not everyone in the Black community likes a big butt and a smile. Not everyone.
Don't trust a big bun smile.
Not everyone's anaconda wants none. If you got buns, son, Hun, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, Jamie says to secure the floats.
Actually,
we like to videotape the floats because they'll swim back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We might even do a live during the hurricane.
We had one that rode out the storm out here, and it was up on the porch. It was up on there. It was stuck to the screen, then it was back in
the pool. The flamingos, and I think we'll have everything in the pool. The flamingo, the floats, the little baby flamingos. We should actually get the other ones out of the Volvo. And then I did
a time lapse of them, and they go back, they go forth, and they follow each other, and they look alive.
The big things that we have to take down are the buoys, because the buoys have a probe on them, and if they blow, they'll break the window. The lights, so we don't break the lights would be good. And we'll probably lay down the banana hammocks just as a precaution, because if that shit gets swinging, it'll pop a screen, and if you pop a screen, it's like $80.
Ain't no good.
No, thank you.
Yeah, last time I did a great job. I secured everything. Nothing moved at all.
The problem is we had a bunch of crap in our house.
Well, and we also had a sleeper sofa out here, like a sleeper sectional.
That got destroyed.
But it was heavy, and I lashed everything to it.
So Cat 3, I think what we'll do is lay the chairs down on their sides.
Yeah.
And secure all the loose objects. Bring the plants in. Mm-hmm. Lay the banana hammocks down. Mm-hmm. Take the lights down. That's about it.
Yeah, probably.
I don't want to have to inflate and uninflate the basketball net again. We could leave that out here, or we could put it inside.
It's only going to blow around out here. It's not going to do anything.
Who knows?
Unless something rips through the screen and
like a tree.
Yeah, could happen.
Like a tree. I think it's just going to be fancy rain with a name.
We don't know.
It
looks like it's I don't know. I've looked at all the spaghetti models, and at the beginning of the week, 2 came towards us, and the rest went up north. And now they're saying that the rest is going up north. And someone online was saying that Ian was super unpredictable. This is more predictable. I hope it is, because I don't think the people of this town and this area really deserve.
Well, it's actually funny because our neighbors lost their fence, and I think actually, Jamie, I think you guys lost your fence. That they said they don't want to lose their fence again, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't want you to lose your fence again, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be like. It's going to be like a limp dick of hurricanes.
Wow.
So I think it's going to be. It's going to be like everybody's like, oh yeah, it's coming for us.
Well, it could. It might be a thing tomorrow where we getting out of Dodge.
I think it's going to be the limp dick of hurricanes.
It takes a right turn overnight.
But let me just tell you something. It gets over 76 in this house. I'm going to a fucking hotel.
Yeah. See now, Miss Strong Talk over here.
No, if the power goes, I'm not saying that. Like, I don't think it's going to be a devastating hurricane like we had last year. But I do.
Well, we do. I think we all have a little PTSD from that. This whole area has.
I do not. Do you have PTSD from it?
I do a little bit. Yeah.
So maybe you should have some medical marijuana.
It's the pusher over here.
Yes, I'm a drug pusher.
She's like
I make old men.
I've got some candy, little boy.
You're not a little boy. You're a creepy old man.
Boy, little boy,
I need you,
boy.
If you only knew what I do to you. If you haven't seen it, that makes no sense, but highly, highly recommend The Nightman Cometh, Always Sunny
Episode.
in Philadelphia. Is that season 12?
I have no idea. It's so good.
It's hilarious. And they also did a live version of it. That show is amazeballs. Okay, so what do we have to talk about? I have very few notes today because
I have very few as well.
we did fuck all this weekend.
Yeah, it was not.
Let's see. This weekend included me being very, very worried about Doug, whose blood pressure was very, very high, not getting any sleep, then having to sleep the next day, then not getting any sleep, and then having to sleep again, and having a headache and being nauseous and just general Lyme flare. There's a new moon in 2 days. I think it's going, or 1 day now. I don't know. It's going to coincide a little bit with the hurricane. Full moon, new moon tend to make Lyme symptoms worse. So here we are. So I wasn't feeling well, but today I felt good, except because I spent my entire weekend doing nothing. I had some documentation I need to pull together for our accountant, who's finally finishing our taxes for 2022, because we had to file an extension. And if you did file an extension, you have till like September 13th or 15th or something like that. I think it's the 15th.
It's October.
To get those filed. That's not what the accountant said today.
Oh, well.
She said September.
All right. Well, she knows. Well, it might be for business because we're doing a business thing.
It could be, but she said we only have.
Well, trust her, not me, because I'm.
Okay, are you showing this?
I'll show that at some point, but you
okay.
Finish your thought.
Could you not do that while
I was just trying to get ahead, because every time I show something on my phone or delay,
Well, in a perfect
you always
world,
yell at me.
But in a perfect world, we'd have everything all loaded up and ready to go.
It's
or
not a
just
perfect world.
click.
We all know that. Finish your thought.
I have marital
Please.
hate right now.
Thank you.
I have marital hate right now.
Now I know
It's just like a little bit of frustration. Actually, that came up recently.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yes, I can.
No,
I can have cake. You can't. Actually, I really shouldn't have cake, so I usually don't, because it's loaded with sugar and inflammatory. Oh my God. Every time you do something else, or I get distracted and I can't follow. Cake, podcast, planning, weekend. Okay, so we didn't really do much of anything. So today we had to finish the stuff for the accountant. I do want to confirm the day that they're due, because I think it's really important for people to know that if you filed an extension, you have until September 15th. Now, everybody else may have till October 15th, but our accountant told us September 15th that we had to get it done. And I would agree with her, because we actually need to have a copy of our completed tax returns. So let's see what else. I don't even know.
You had a bunch of TikTok stuff.
I had a few TikTok things. Oh, so we were talking about the weekend. So we played cribbage a few times.
Cribbage a lot.
And you were working on a little project.
I had a little project that was due today.
So you didn't really
big meeting, whatever.
So you didn't really get to do any music.
We
didn't do anything. We weren't feeling well. And we've just been monitoring Doug's blood pressure. That's been a really big deal around here lately. And turning down little kids for cupcakes, pretty awful. I didn't want to do it, but like I would have taken them and just thrown them away, but like that would have been awful. Like
that's
I'd rather
even worse.
But like to just let them be like, oh, like thank you so much. Like but it is what it is. Did Cape Coral School get canceled for tomorrow already?
I believe it did. Don't quote me on it, but I think it did. Lee County, I think Lee County is a matter of like the whole thing.
So our internet, our power and internet went out today for about 5 minutes?
Yeah, not long.
Before
just long enough to be like
5 seconds after I reported it, the power was back on. What are you looking up?
I was just looking up if school got canceled.
Yeah, I was too. Charlotte County schools to close Tuesday and Wednesday. Lee County schools to close Tuesday due to hurricane. And how do you even pronounce that? Idalia?
Idalia. It's another ice storm.
Has there ever been a Stacy hurricane?
Yes.
No, I don't mean me.
I live with it every day. I'm sure there was. S is tough to get to on the storm chart. So let me look it up.
Well, why don't they just like rotate it every year instead of just being like A, B, C? Like, why can't they be like, okay, last year, the last hurricane of the year was Hurricane Josephine. And so this year it's going to be Hurricane Katie. What?
This is wrong.
What?
Hurricane Stacy, also known as the Halloween hurricane of 2035. So apparently that's going to happen in the future. That's very strange.
That's really interesting. Wait a second. Can you read that?
Oh, Stacy is one of the retired names.
I am a retired hurricane name. Have I been a hurricane too many times?
Oh wait, no, that's
just a list. Okay, we're gonna have to do further research on that, so we're not looking it up while we're on the what do you call it? And besides, nobody's watching. No one. Okay. Zero watchers. Well, they're gonna miss a good time because we're hilarious. Okay. So here's my question. If in the Black community, women's curves are celebrated.
Yeah.
And if the lesbian community, women's curves are celebrated. If you're a Black lesbian, do they cancel each other out?
I'm not qualified.
Chime in. If you're Black or a lesbian, we would love to hear what you have to say. Or both, or either. And am I just leaning into a stereotype? Is this something that I've been misled about by people in these groups? I don't know. Maybe.
You may have.
It used to be 1 year hurricanes were male, the next female. I think they've changed that.
They mixed it up. Yeah.
They're all non-binary now. You have to ask them what their gender is. I'm sorry, I just can't even with it. So we did literally nothing fun this weekend, and normally we talk about, Monday's an easy show. We don't even have to prep for it because we just talk about our weekend. Tracy's here. She says, "Hi guys from Ireland, loving your show. Keep it up, Katie Murphy. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. That makes my day. I'm so sorry for all of the horrifying things that I say.
Yeah,
I'm about to say another one.
Don't even.
So, I would like to know how many people have to beg their husbands to play the dirty cock game with them, because I have to.
It's a long story.
It's just a game we play. It's called Get That Dirty Cock Away From Me. And Doug doesn't always want to play. Tracy's finally here. I messaged you because I wanted to know, do you have news? Do you have news for us? Have you been busy with the news all day?
And also, can you research and see if there has ever been a Hurricane Stacy?
Oh, yeah, we don't. It's so funny too, because like the master haters, like, we're like, when they're not here, we notice, and like, we're so glad that Todd's here and Anne's here and Tracy's here. Say hi to each other. I know you want to.
They need that.
And then we're grateful for new people like Katie, and Jamie's watched a couple of times.
Katie
Donna's here.
Hasn't watched before, right?
No, I don't. Well, she's never commented before. I don't know if it's your first time watching, Katie.
Katie, are you a lurker?
Donna says, peeking in on you, peeking cock, TMI, LOL. No, it's called Get That Dirty Cock Away From Me. And it's a game that we play with shuttlecocks and paddles in the pool.
It's like
and
badminton.
The reason we call it's like badminton, except instead of trying to score on the other person, you're trying to pass it back and forth, because we're not athletic. And we say, get that dirty cock away from me, because we're not athletic. So when it comes near us, we're like, ah!
She's not. I'm a super athlete. You should see me.
Show me your watch. You don't even have your fucking watch on.
I didn't know if it was.
I don't know if it is.
I don't know. Katie says she watches. She is a lurker.
Oh God, I feel so bad. Are we not banned in the UK? Or Ireland's in the UK, right?
Yeah, it's part of the UK.
Are we not banned in the UK? We probably should be.
Well, you missed our Irish episode the other night. We were talking about your gynecologist who's from Ireland.
My God, Katie, my gynecologist is from Ireland, and he has a very thick brogue. And he finished his residency in Ireland in 1953, and he had to do it over again in John Hopkins. And I swear to God, he's going to drop dead while he's doing my internal. Can you do the accent?
Oh, hello, Stacey. No, I don't know.
It's Ireland in the UK, right? I think so.
Ireland's Ireland.
We're an ugly American.
I don't even think they call it a kingdom anymore, to be honest.
Well,
I always think of UK as
all that matters
Scotland
is Katie. Katie, all I want you to know is that my gynecologist likes to fuck with Doug, and he said, "Doug, why don't you come take a look? There's a polyp down here."
I don't think anybody has ever uttered that statement before. My gynecologist like to fuck with my husband. I don't think that's ever been uttered before in the history
there's a
of
lot
the
of
world.
things on this show that have never been said, but let me just tell you something. Dr. Riley is the greatest doctor on the planet. You know what he told me? He told me that I have a nice tight vagina. Do you know how many vaginas he's seen? We estimated somewhere between 30 and 50,000.
That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff to look at right there.
And so if he thinks mine's a nice tight one,
he would know.
Go with it.
He would probably know. But did he use like some sort of pressure device, like some spring loaded?
No, you put yourself in there. You know what it's like.
I don't use a spring loaded anything. But I didn't know if he had like a meter of something. Like he would.
The only person I know that would have a vagina tension measuring device is Zach, and he would have not used it yet today.
You're 53 per square inch of pressure.
Donna says it sounds cool. I want to play. I was saying that I wanted to play with you, but it would have to be us over here because Donna and John are shorter than us. And they might drown if
They
they were
might
over there.
drown. Yeah, we don't want you to drown.
Yes,
in our
Donna,
pool.
for sure. Katie says no. I don't know what she's saying no about, but I'm glad you're here. Donna says, are you near the bad weather coming? So we were talking about this earlier. There is a Cat 3 hurricane coming, allegedly, and we're nearish.
It may. Well, we're gonna get something.
You never
from
know
it.
where it's going to land, right?
It
But
could
we're
take
going to
a
get
right
some
turn
things. Schools have been canceled for tomorrow in Lee County, and then other counties have canceled for the next 2 days.
Like a snow day.
We're not. We're not really worried.
She's not worried.
As you may remember, we lived in an oceanfront home, and waves would go over our house.
But when that happened, we were in Cape Cod, lounging in the indoor lazy river.
Because somebody here
Cape Codder
will get very anxious and start pacing the house.
Waves were going over the house.
Oh my God, calm yourself.
God damn it.
Tracy said, I brought Zeus camping and lost track of time. That's okay. I was just wondering if you got any information about the thing. Did it happen? Is the thing? Tracy says, and it's Ireland, and she's laughing, and she says, well, kinda, and she's still laughing. Wait, if you have a brogue, what does your laugh sound like? Does it sound a little bit different?
No, I think you laugh. Laughs are international.
Katie, can you just send me a video of you talking? I love accents.
I
love them.
Please. That's condescending.
It's not condescending. I love her accent.
All right, well, she can laugh on videos.
I love when Irish people say fuck. It's because they say fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's so cute. I love it. I love everyone with accents. I wish I had one. I don't even have a Boston accent. It's terrible. Tracy said, did Doug get a haircut? I don't know, but both of your hairs look good, and you are having a good makeup night.
Look at that.
As opposed to last week when I looked like a crack whore.
What do you need to borrow money?
I just threw this shit up. Doug is in need of a haircut.
I am, but somehow I've one day a month where it's long enough, it lays down, it actually looks half decent.
The sides are
the sides are a nightmare. I think.
So maybe I just cut the sides and not the top this time.
No, I think I don't like the short sides because look, it sticks up great. It sticks. Where's the thing? It sticks up right here. It's like an antenna.
Except you don't style it the way you're supposed to.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm 57 years old and I don't know how to style my own hair.
Let me explain something to you. Doug get a haircut is Stacy, do you feel good enough to give me a haircut? Stacy, I need a haircut. Stacy, I need a haircut. Fine. And I have to stop halfway through to take a break because it's too hard for me to stand that long.
She won't let me go anywhere else because she'll be too critical.
You can go somewhere else if you want, but what happens when Zach goes somewhere else?
I'm going to that topless lady barber.
I'm cutting both of your hair this week. Tracy, about the hurricane name being politically correct. Oh, okay. Whatever. Donna says, I'm hoping I can come first week of December. Would work if you're still there. Yeah, I liked your idea of coming on Thanksgiving. Well, we should know round September. I think our lease says that they have to give us 60 days notice if they don't want to renew. So I think we should know. 60 days
half September.
So I think we should know September 1. So in a week, in 4 days, we should know. So I think we're probably staying, which hopefully, the minute I know, you'll know. Tracy says nothing for news yet. The realtor called and said she got COVID and the coworker was bringing her laptop to her. So I don't know what I'm allowed to share, what I'm not allowed to share, but we are praying for you. We have our fingers crossed. I even have my legs crossed.
Speaking of, we posted a little property today. That was very nice.
Oh yeah, Mary Mary Marvelous. I don't think that's her last name. She
has a great last name though.
I know, right? It'd be a great stripper name.
Oh yeah.
That she her house is on the market. I will share it to my Facebook later. I shared. We actually showed it during the podcast.
You know what would be a bad
great little log cabin for $399 up in New Hampshire on 5 acres.
$499.
$499, $399, whatever. It's free.
Still awesome. A bad stripper name would be Marvelous. That would be not good.
Depends on where you're
old guy coming out.
Tracy says, "Oh, legs crossed too." That says a lot. I gotta say, today I look at my phone. I'm going through my TikToks, and I haven't I'm not really up to date on watching videos. Everybody's been sending me a lot lately, and I really should have watched them all today, but here we are. And there's 3 videos that are absolutely hilarious and completely inappropriate, and they have been shared by Tracy. Oh, yeah, okay. So good times, Trace. Good job. Okay, so cut from the and you missed the part of the show where I said I wanted to either be a lesbian or a black because these are communities that can appreciate a juicy body. Okay. Told Doug today, was it? So we've been using wild yam cream.
Yam cream.
And
she's been using wild yam cream.
We have been using wild.
I've been standing there while the wild yam cream has been applied.
Okay, so wild yam cream, believe it or not, is actually incredibly effective for treating hormonal issues for both women, believe it or not, and men.
Not that I
So,
have any.
For women, no, but as you age, your testosterone declines.
Wah,
As I
wah.
age, my hormones are all out of whack. So I use estrogen twice a day. Estrogen. Wild
Estrogen.
yam cream. I do not use estrogen. I use wild yam cream twice a day. I rotate the location. I put it on my body. And once a day, I put it on my husband's balls.
If she's lucky.
Oh, yeah, I'm so lucky to play with this ball sack. So in any case, what Doug does is he will walk over to me and present his balls. And I put the
That's
lotion
when
on.
you have the
And
lotion
so
out.
today, he's like, well, you don't do it in a sensual way.
She
You
like
just slap
smacks
them
it, like she's like, it's not good. It's like as if you were putting
It's not a sex thing. It's a clinical thing. When you go to the doctor, do you want them to give you a sexual prostate exam? I bet you do,
No.
you pervert. Whatever floats your boat.
All right. So basically, she applies this yam cream with 2 fingers, as if she was basically going to put.
That's not how I do it. But you have to scoop it out with 1 finger. That's how you get the appropriate amount.
Okay.
And I put it on your balls, and then
you wipe it back. That's not enjoyable.
It's not supposed to
nice.
be.
It would be a nice
And so I told him to 1, cool your balls.
Your
2,
balls.
to your fucking self. I have to rub it on myself. You can rub it on yourself, you motherfucker. Tracy says I have a lot of
Marital
inappropriate TikToks. Those are the good ones. By the way, we have one for you tonight. And she says, come on over to my team.
That's not nice.
Girl, I'm ready.
There's no
I am ready.
enticing.
I need
no
a
enticing,
lesbian
please.
with a drill who's got a nice Jeep, who can fix Jeeps and can cook and has lots of money and finds me to be hilarious. Okay. And she is laughing her ass off. And please do not lose that butt. Don't laugh your ass off. Maybe laugh off some visceral belly fat. I don't think you have any though. No one even knows what this show is about. So dead bug, sleep sex,
Live bug. What?
Sleep sex.
Sleep sex.
Have you ever had sex? So apparently there are people in this world that have sex in their sleep, and some of those people are named Stacy.
This is true, folks.
So story time.
I'm glad there's only 2 people watching them. One is Tracy.
I don't think the kids have been watching the podcast that much, which is probably a good thing because of what I'm about to tell you. Kids, you might want to pause for 5 minutes. Okay, so I
have narcolepsy.
I have narcolepsy, and one of the fun things about narcolepsy is sometimes it can be hard to tell that I'm awake or asleep, and sometimes I even sleep with my eyes a little bit open.
That's creepy as F.
I am a creeper. And so one time Doug and I had sex.
Actually, I think we had sex twice.
In the same night?
Yeah, I think maybe.
And I was asleep.
I was doing my best work too, damn it. I'm like, oh, she's
the whole time.
And then the next morning, I'm like, kind of
remember it.
Usually, oh, that was amazing last night, or usually there's some acknowledgement of.
Because we sometimes do we have normally have sex where we don't talk and we fuck, and then in the morning it's we talk.
It's awkward.
Recap.
It's the awkward.
No, do we get up in the morning and have a recap?
No. But
normally when we fuck, I'm like, high five, bro.
Yeah,
good
but
job.
this was unusually good. It was unusually good, especially for you. And I felt I did some of my best work.
What do you mean, especially for me? I'm not normally good?
And I was like, you know what? I was especially good last night. And you're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this, that, and the other thing. And it was like, I don't remember that. What do you mean you don't remember that? And she was a full participant.
Was that making noises?
There was all kinds of things going on.
Give me a list of things.
No, I'm not going to give you a list.
Whisper at my ear. That's not whispering it in my ear. Were there sex noises?
Yes.
Was there sex movements?
Yes.
Was there sex moisture?
Of course. There was also a little earthquake happening. It was a couple times at least. Yeah. So I'm just saying, I did my best work. She was asleep for it. I've been chasing that dragon ever since.
She says story time, LOL. And Anne says too freaking funny. Yeah, you're both right.
Yeah, you do your best work and then have somebody sleep through it. See if you like it.
Over yourself.
See if you're not crabby 57-year-old man.
And for some strange reason today, while Doug and I were having the conversation about the lotion that I don't put appropriately on his balls, I don't do it in a soothing enough way for him, in a stimulating enough way for him.
You know what? You want feedback? You got to get the feedback. Don't complain about that.
I'm not trying to. It's a medical procedure. I don't want you to get all turned on every time you have a medical procedure. I know
Too late.
that you had a prostate exam
I went to
and
the.
it turned
No, I did not.
you
I went to
on.
the eye doctor. Actually, I had a hot dentist once. That was pretty good.
Okay, what about the eye doctor?
I was just making a joke about the eye doctor, but I did have a very hot.
What was your
dentist.
joke about the eye doctor?
I said I went to the. I said it. The eye doctor turned me on. That was kind of funny.
Why?
Huh? I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't funny. Apparently, it wasn't funny. Just like I wasn't good that night when you.
I didn't
sleeping.
say you weren't good. I'm just saying that I was asleep.
Well,
some of my best orgasms have occurred during my sleep. One of the many benefits of being a narcoleptic. So in any case, today, while I was being chastised for my medical application of cream for medical purposes,
just saying,
he asked me to write a poem about his cock. I haven't gotten around.
I don't know why I asked you that either. That was.
But if anybody would like to write a poem about Doug's cock, I'm willing to give you key details that might help. Perhaps you'd like to know that there's a little scar from his circumcision.
Hey.
Ends a little to
1965,
the left, and it's
I don't
pink.
even know if they had metal knives then. They were using a piece of rock, chipping at it. I don't know what they were doing back then.
What's wrong with us?
They're chipping at a baby with a rock.
Tom, hickory dickory dock.
He's making up a little.
Doug has a bent cock.
I don't even know what to say about that. You know what? We should have a contest. Whoever writes and I'll be the judge. Whoever writes the best poem about my junk wins. You can talk.
You will get a prize. Doug still owes Tracy a prize. It was supposed to be.
What are you talking about?
You owe Tracy a prize.
Oh, or nothing.
We played
trying to steal my wife.
We played Prices Right at the Christmas tree shop. So you need to Photoshop Chris.
I thought Risa won that.
Tracy. No, we were back and forth. Tracy won it.
And she already won a prize.
Make her another fucking Photoshop.
Fine, whatever. Okay.
Tracy, Tom says Doug has a scarred circumcised cock and it bends to the left.
What
and it's pink.
To do? What am I supposed to do about it?
It's beautiful.
It's fine. It does a good job, I think. Works for me.
All that matters is what you think. In any case.
It's not. It has been disappointing millions.
So we already talked about how I want to be a lesbian in black, and I don't really know how to make the black part happen, but I can definitely make the lesbian part happen. And we started watching.
You'll probably sleep through that too.
White Lotus for the third fucking time.
White Lotus 2, 1 and 2.
Well, we watched 1. Now we're in the middle of 2. If you haven't watched that show, it's good, and it's really good. But like I love the wallpaper and the fabrics and the patterns. The costumes are actually really good. Listen, if you're looking for cinematography, you got to watch Ratched on Netflix.
Ratchet.
I thought it was called Ratched.
Ratchet.
I think it's
like
called
Nurse Ratchet is her name is.
I think it's called Ratched, even though it's
Ratchet. It's the character's name.
It's actually called Ratched.
But it's the character from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes, but the show
is Ratchet.
I understand that, but the show is called Ratched.
Okay, well,
I was
her
correct.
Name is Ratchet.
I understand that that's her name, but the show is called Ratched.
Why don't you take a nap so you can have?
No, can you just admit that you're fucking wrong?
I'm just saying that's where the name came from. That's what they said.
But that's not what you said. Okay. The show is called Ratchet, and I said no, it's called Ratched. Yes, it is based on Nurse Ratchet from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but it is called Ratched.
Well, that's how.
And there's eventually a season coming out.
It's amazing. It's a period piece. It's pretty amazing. So.
Mid-century. Beautiful costumes, beautiful lighting, beautiful cinematography, beautiful furniture. Sharon Stone's house in that fucking show.
It's pretty good.
Unbelievable.
Probably better than Sharon Stone's actual house.
It's also got some fun things like drugs.
Speaking of Sharon Stone.
Okay. It's got fun things like we're on Ratched right now. Ratched has fun things like drugs, lesbian activity, murder,
rape,
intrigue,
incest.
Oh, incest! Yes, we love incest.
Lots of incest. We don't love incest.
We didn't. We like to watch.
Nobody likes to watch. What are you talking about?
We don't really like to watch.
No.
We just are sick people. There's something wrong with us.
Not people.
I have a sick sense of humor.
Yeah, you have something.
Okay. Tom says millions, huh, Doug? I don't know what he means by millions. Sorry. Tom says it bends to the left. Stacy likes the heft. Oh, that's a nice little rhyme.
See,
you're right on time.
It worries me that Tom's so quick to write a poem about my penis.
That's true.
Whatever.
A cannibal would use it for stock.
I don't know what flavor that is. It's like cockaliki soup.
I don't even
Look
know.
it up,
I
folks.
have
It's
so
an
many.
actual thing.
I have so many things to say. What was the show I was talking? Oh,
Ratchet.
White Lotus. White Lotus is very good. Jennifer Coolidge. Oh my God, love her.
The gays are trying to kill. I can't even do it.
Do I remind you of Jennifer Coolidge?
No.
She's a Norwell girl.
She's a Norwell.
Okay. And Tom says to review: Hickory Dickory Dock. Doug has a scarred circumcised cock. It bends to the left. Stacy likes the half. The cannibal would use it for stock.
That I like how
I just feel like
he sews the whole thing up.
I think the rhymes are good.
For my penis.
I think that you've summed it up very well, and I think you're very quick on your feet. But I would argue that there isn't a like.
It's a limerick and not. Yeah.
I'm in the middle of the
sorry.
fence.
Go ahead.
I would argue that the way that it flows, it doesn't have like as much flow to it as I would like. What the poem about Doug's cock needs is a little bit more flow, because you jump straight to the cannibals. Like, how did the cannibal get involved?
No, I like it. So far, he's the front runner. He's the only one that's
only one. Well, y'all can think about it over the week. It's like, a week-long project. We still haven't finished the fucking animal game. Doug, we have forgotten writing shit like it was my job description for dozens of years.
Good,
valid point. It's a limerick format.
You were a professional limerick writer? That's a great job.
I don't even know what to say about that.
He wrote thousands about the man from Nantucket.
Tom says I've already won, Stacy. See, that's the thing, though. You have not already won.
Well, I was actually, when I was doing the Sharon Stone thing, I was trying to give.
Don't get too cocky there, Tom.
I was trying to give Tom some, inspiration from crossing and uncrossing my legs.
She said I wrote dirty songs, dummy. Yes, I'm aware that you wrote dirty songs.
Whoever wrote
not you.
Whoever wrote. Yeah, there's so many good rouser lines. So good.
Okay, we're not talking about the rousers. It's Tom Bowker, not Tom
Bowker.
Milmore.
I thought it was Milmore. Oh, okay.
I
thought it was Milmore. Okay.
Tom Bowker has written many a dirty song.
Indeed.
So in any case, if you haven't watched it yet, White Lotus, get the temp. This is what you do, especially if you you have if you have your phone and you're going to be doing nothing because of the hurricane. You get the free HBO Max app trial for 7 days.
Too many Toms. Sorry.
Watch the whole fucking thing. Tom is here. I don't know why you have to interrupt every time. We're all over the place because you interrupt.
It's because of the too many Toms.
There's not too many Toms, but I'm glad Tom Milmore and Tom Bowker are here.
Both
two Toms in the same place. Tom says, I've seen both seasons. Those Italian bitches are definitely lesbo worth it. Yes, there was a hot lesbian scene in season 2 between 2 women on the show. I don't want to spoil it, but it was hot. And then there was a very surprising gay scene with 2 men that was very surprising. And I can't tell you the rest, but you really should watch it. Like, it's good. Oh, and you get to see in season 1 Steve Zahn's dick and balls.
Alleged.
No, actual. Tom says I totally just violated community standards for I totally just got community standards violated for that. He says, haha. I guess you can't say
what.
I don't know if you can say.
Oh, maybe not.
We don't have enough.
Flies.
We don't have enough groups represented here, but we do have the lesbian portion generally represented, so we let them chime in and defend themselves. We have a blind guy, we have a conspiracy nut, like a bigger conspiracy nut than me. That's you, Anne. We got we have a little bit of everybody. We've got a lot of musicians, like just really great people. I don't know if it's offensive. I think it might be considered a slur. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know why people are offended by words. Tom says, I mean, they are gorgeous. Did you think that the girls from the Italian season were particularly hot?
Which 2 had the lesbian sex?
I don't want to spoil it, but one of the prostitutes.
Yeah, and
the lady that works at the front.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, I'm not gonna turn that down.
Okay. And I think that I think that the wives should have gone at it.
Yeah, that would have been
hot.
I think it was, Milmore's up there.
Tom says it's a prop. Steve's on. That makes me sad.
I think it was.
Is the dick in season 2 a prop too? Because that also makes me sad.
It was. I looked it up today. It was.
I want to see real.
The guy's
dicks.
like, yeah, that thing was a hammer.
Please send me dick pics. Tom says the hookers were hot. Tracy, Ann says, haha, Ann, I work for what I know. Get it, girl? I'm glad for you. I'm glad that you exist.
The hookers were hot, but yet somehow both of them were made hotter by the one girl being able to play and sing. Like, she was talented.
Her music was really hot, actually.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard someone sing and you're like, wow, that's sexy? Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's a
Burrowing owl.
I was upset at you because I sing all the time, and you don't think I'm sexy.
I
You think
sure do.
my cock
I'm
was
sorry. What
circumcised
happened?
with a spear.
What happens? What happens when I hear your music?
Sometimes you cry.
Usually,
That bad.
and if you haven't seen Doug's performance from the songwriting contest last week, it's on the Marital Hate page. It's on Doug's page. It's on my page. It's amazeballs. I think we should put it on the YouTube.
Not that great. Well, I'll put it up.
I think it's fantastic.
It came out alright. It's kind of plain.
The hookers were outrageous, especially the non-singer. Oh, I thought the singer was actually hotter.
Yeah, I think the non-singer was actually hotter, but like the fact that she could sing was actually.
Tracy says yes. Ruby Rose, when she sings, is on a whole new level of hot. I haven't seen Ruby Rose sing. Please send me a video immediately. Tom says, the gays are trying to kill me. Oh my god, it's so good, but we're also trying not to give it away. Tracy says Doug's song was amazeballs. Amazeballs with medicinally applied cream.
Yeah. Getting? Yeah. I don't know. It was my little.
Do you think you would have done as well that night if you didn't have yam ball cream on?
I might have done better or worse. I don't know. I don't know if it had any effect on that performance, but
so yam balls, ball your yams. P.S. The Hannah's Wild Yam Cream is back ordered, so I had to order wild yam cream off Amazon. I'm not sure if it's
you don't know if you're gonna get good quality yams.
And then
but thank you, Tracy, for that compliment.
And then also we saw that relationship. I saw this on TikTok. Don't know how valid it is. They said that your relationship with parents is your relationship with money. That's interesting. My parents don't talk to me, and Doug's parents are dead. Is that why we're poor?
I have dead money. My accounts are dead.
My parents never wanted me. Do not talk to me. And Doug's parents are dead.
So you should be a monk who doesn't.
What does that say? I don't even know what to say.
You should share that because we were talking about music. You want to share that screen with people?
Sure.
So down here in Southwest Florida, tribute. No, go to window. There you go. Tribute bands are all the rage.
Oh God!
This one,
I refuse to go see one.
This one is quite lovely. Meatloaf with 2 E's, the ultimate Meatloaf tribute. Like, who else would it be, right? Especially with the Mad Out of Hell thing. So this is in an outdoor like kind of place, got a corrugated roof, whatever. It's like a nice. It's like a right next door to a Harley shop. It's a cool place. We've been there a bunch of times. I saw an all-girl 80s cover band there when we were just there for lunch. Anyways, you could actually, and I don't know if you could see that, but
the admission you get the VIP tickets,
admission is free, but you got to sign up and buy tickets probably for the good seating and for the dinner buffet. So you could and I know their menu. You could go see Meatloaf, the ultimate Meatloaf tribute, and eat meatloaf at the same time. I don't know where else in the world you can do that.
Florida is fucking awesome. I will say this though. If you're going to go to the Twisted Fork, get the balsamic salad with steak. So good. And not expensive. And very good. Okay, let me back up. Trace says, oh, that's not a good thing to mimic my parents. Oh,
about money, yeah.
Yeah. Well, but it's about your relationship with them, not how they were with money, but your relationship with them. It was a freaking TikTok. She didn't explain it very well. Tom says there's a punk rock karaoke at the Punk Rock Pizza joint on Cape Coral.
Oh, we got to check that out.
We should go. Yeah. Tom, we need to hang out sometime, by the way. We still haven't done that. Still trying to get together with Jamie and Jackie and Josh and everybody else. Tom says, I like tribute bands. Many of them are better than the originals.
Actually, there was a tribute band playing down here. It was a Heart tribute band with the actual guys from Heart in it. And so I'm thinking, how bad does your life have to go to be in a tribute band for a band that used to be in? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, but apparently there's a Kiss cover band that's like little
midgets. Yeah, it's midget Kiss.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
But I just like little people. I want one, like as a friend. Tracy, and I want to learn how to like not hurt their feelings. But I want to be friends with one with a sick sense of humor. Tracy says Wednesdays at Rachel's Strip Club have all you can eat prime rib and it's delicious. Well, where's that? We'll go there.
Nice Guys.
Tom says Nice Guys Pizza. Well, we enjoy that.
That's right around the corner.
That is definitely not this Tom. There are so many real bands with no original members. Tom
That's
Millmore says Billy Joel's sax player has a tribute band as well. Okay. Doug hates Billy Joel. He hates Billy Joel.
I can't even with that guy.
Hates him. Tracy says, "What a Little People Kiss tribute band."
Yes.
And it's sometimes they play at Canopy Lake.
The Canopy Lake is like their big thing. Yeah.
I know. We need to go.
The funny part about that mini Kiss band is the Paul Stanley is actually a woman.
I'm not sure Paul Stanley is not a woman. Tracy says Rachel's was in Orlando. Well, girl, come down. We'll go. Mini Kiss only lip syncs according to Tom Millmore.
Come on.
That's bullshit.
I'm calling bullcrap on
Do you think that they can't get the words out? Like they
maybe
the sound doesn't travel.
they'd have to change the key
because of the
because
of the physics of it
maybe,
all. I don't know.
But I'm still going to see.
We're going straight to hell, by the way. Anne says I saw a Chicago tribute band last night. They weren't that good. I was disappointed. I think you're invariably setting yourself up for disappointment with most tribute bands. There used to be a good Grateful Dead tribute band in Boston that I saw with my uncle a couple times. But
I think a Chicago tribute band should be Friday in the park. Maybe
there's a that's funny. There's a band called Joshua Tree that's a U2 cover band. I'm not really a U2 fan, but apparently their people follow them.
Well, it's funny that because U2 was a Clash tribute band. Don't mind telling you. I
don't even know what to say about that.
I want to have a Cheap Trick cover band and call it Indonesian Junk. I've been sitting on that thing for 20 years.
You just gave it away.
Yeah.
Is that lightning in the background over there, but with no thunder? Tom says Mini Kiss equals Milli Vanilli.
Mini Vanilli.
Mini Vanilli. Oh, that's cute. P.S. Saw Milli Vanilli in concert.
Live. Who opened that show?
Young MC.
Young MC.
This here's the tempo. All the girls. Wait, boys, tell. I normally know it. Why can't I do it? Ugh.
Females get jealous.
Tom says pitch is the same. He also said that's not how it works. Signed person who has shared the stage with Bushwick Bill from the Ghetto Boys. Very cool. Skinnerd is a tribute band now, pretty much. Yeah. There was a phenomenal Rod Stewart that played in Rockland. Interesting. You must not be high enough. I'm not even a little high. That is the problem. Not even a little high.
That's my damn Yankees tribute right there, baby.
No marijuana at all today. This is just me. And that's gonna be hard for people to understand sometimes. That like, no, I'm just this fucking weird. Actually, it was really funny because one of Doug's colleagues, I was like super hyper one night, and she was like, "Well, you are on something," and I'm like, "This is just me." Like, yes, I had taken my Provigil, and that does give me more energy, but like no more so than the cup of coffee. Like I am just a really fucking hyper and ridiculous person. They don't watch the podcast.
No, they don't. As a matter of fact, like, you guys should have a show, reality show or something. So what do? We put on a little reality show every night of the week. They don't watch.
And what was the nasty comment somebody recently made from that group of people? Something about it's too much, or I couldn't.
Yeah, it's too much.
I think some people need to get laid.
Oh.
Tracy says, "I love your weird. I love your weird girl." Tom said Gary Rosington died. He was the last member in the current lineup that's alive. The other one from the crash who survives is Artemis Pyle, who is the father of Blowfly fan / my friend Marshall.
Oh, very cool. Artemis Pyle, by the way, went for help after the crash. Was on some guy's farm and got shot in the arm because the guy was like intruder, and like this guy must have come out of the woods, was like covered in blood or whatever.
Yeah, it seems like a legitimate reason to shoot someone.
Got shot.
Tracy says losers for not watching. Hey, listen, it's their loss, not ours.
White trash.
I do. Oh my God, as Donna would say, you guys, Donna is freaking hilarious. Tom says hippies. I enjoy a good old hippie. I happen to be a hippie of sorts. Okay, I have to show you guys this because it's both so bad and so good at the same time.
Right up everybody's alley.
You guys are both going to love this and hate it. I just have to figure out how to properly load it. Hang on 1 second.
You should be able to watch it in the browser.
That's a lot of work.
Just see if you can
X out of what?
X out of that box and see if it'll just play in your browser.
Okay.
I think you might need to turn that up.
Yep. I'm going to have to rewind it.
Rock. All right.
Okay, boys and girls. Y'all are either going to love this or hate it. I will save my comments for the, oh my God, you guys. Doug's browser usage is hard for me to understand. Okay. Share screen. Window.
Boom.
Okay. Just watch.
Good morning, everybody. Apologize for being late. My wife just died. All right, we've got a lot on the agenda today, so let's begin.
So sorry. I mean, your wife.
Yeah, well, as you might expect, the pain's unlike anything I've ever experienced before, but we've got a lot to do today, so let's keep moving, okay? Maura?
I'm so sorry to hear that, sir. Janie was a really wonderful woman.
Yes, I can confirm that, but Maura, I actually made a pledge to the president and the people of the United States to keep the nation informed as to the activities of its leader, the leader of the free world. So let's keep this going. Next question, Jim.
That's what happened to Janie.
Jim, what happened was she died. It was a car accident. We can't just bring the entire nation to a halt because of it.
Do you need anyone to talk to or someone to help you with anything?
People, this subject is not on the agenda today. Believe me, there's nothing I'd like more than to drop down behind this podium and weep. But I can't do this. Why? Because I'm a grown man, I've got a job to do, and so do you. So I'm going to take one more question on the matter of my wife, and then we're moving on, okay? Wilson?
You've told Bobby and Megan yet?
Well, the children were in the car with their mother at the time. They're at Georgetown University Hospital. Bobby's in a coma, and Megan lost her leg. Okay, next question. Is this question about the president's schedule? No. Okay, well, then we're done here. Thank you for coming. Oh, wait, everybody, Monday, we may have to push Monday's briefing back until 10 a.m. if Janie's funeral runs long. Okay, everybody have a great day.
Okay, so obviously that is terrible, but it's totally fucking fake. I thought it was real, and it's totally fucking fake. It's a parody. I don't know who did it, but it's a parody. This is not a real White House correspondence. His wife did not die. His children, one is not in a coma, one did not lose their legs. I have a nervous laughter, sick sense of humor. I don't know what the fuck it is, but the thing about it that I found really interesting, other than the fact that there's something very wrong with me, is the fact that we live in a world where you're watching someone at a podium with flags, looks like the White House, and you don't know if it's real or not.
I knew it was.
Doug knew it was real. He wasn't fooled, blah, 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 blah.
It's because I am an artist.
So anyway, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was funny. And Tim, Tracy said, Tim, it's actually Tom, said hippies, and I was nipples, and then I was like, where? Are you high? Did you have a little something?
Brownie?
And if so, please tell us all about it. Bear Rug is Tom Bauer. He switched to YouTube. Welcome.
I would never have guessed that.
Well, that's the thing. If you have a name that's not your name, we don't really know who you are. And there's a lot of people that watch the podcast and we don't even know they're watching. We don't get the count of people who are watching on YouTube. There could be 1,000 people watching on YouTube right now.
Tom Bowker, thank you for announcing who you are now, but also not thank you for putting the image of Tom Bowker on a bearskin rug. Not so
Why
good.
does your mind go there?
Sonny,
just come out of the closet already. It's okay. We love you.
No closet to be out of anything.
Tracy Ann says, "What the f? You got me." That I know. I thought it was real too, and then you're watching me laugh my freaking head off. I can't. I just can't. I can't. They got me. I'm just saying.
I don't know. The kids that I didn't think that was funny, but like the whole skit was funny. But when they started talking about the kids, I thought that like crossed the line for me. I don't know.
Oh God, get the stick out of your ass. We have to laugh about life's tragedies. And if you people are not making fucking jokes,
the kid lost her legs
within 5, it's not a real kid. 1, 2, if you're not making jokes about my death within 5 minutes of me dying, I will be so disappointed in all of you. You have less than 5 minutes. Start making fucking jokes. And also, when I'm haunting you, it'll be dicks.
Yeah,
you see a bird? No, not me. You see a butterfly? No, not me. You see a great big cock? Definitely me. Hi. Tom says, I have a bearskin rug story that happened in Boston. Well, we would love to hear it sometime. Perhaps we will have you on as a guest. You are local. I don't know what happened, but I just got a text message from Nolan saying thank you. Weird. I don't know what is happening. And then I got off tour in 1998 and I went to see the Super Suckers at the
yeah.
Middle East. I'm friends with the guy who is their tour manager.
Yeah.
There's more to this, but we don't know.
Okay.
Gary's here. Gary Stromberg. We need more singing from Doug in the background.
Oh,
Yes,
there
Doug.
we
Would you
go.
like
You heard my damn Yankees before, Gary. I hope you were on for that one. That was a good one.
I don't know what you were singing.
Can you take me high enough? I was like, yeah, it was good.
The casket comes a light up strobe light butt plug. I have to tell you, I was watching something today. I was watching my stepson, the fucker, love him to death, got me watching Big Brother.
Big Brother.
And the problem is that I watched an episode with him because he's been watching it and I want to share these things with him. And so, okay, I watch an episode and then you get hooked. And I really want this guy Red to win. And so now I'm watching the stupidest show on television. And there was a scene where it's a room called the pressure cooker where they like have to stand there and hold a fucking button. They do it for 14 hours. It's the stupidest show on television. But at one point there was a strobe light. All I could think of was epileptic lesbian scissoring.
Problem.
If you haven't heard us talk about lesbian epileptic scissoring and strobe light butt plugs, watch any other podcast besides this one. We've talked about it about 100 times. We're obsessed. Tom says, hey, did you do further research on what we talked about at the end of the last show?
I think that was... I don't know what it was. Well, now we got to go back, Tom.
Tom, we have the world's worst ADD. We don't even know what we were talking about 30 seconds ago.
Well, that was our 100th episode.
We don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, but it
we
was
love
probably
you.
something sexual and funny. So,
Oh, I vaguely remember there being something obscure and sexual.
Oh, right, clit farts.
Clit farting. I Googled it, had it in my browser, and went to look at it and got like squirrel, like distracted by a shiny object.
That sounds like the
so it's something
basis for an awesome country song. She was a clit farting mama. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about that. Maybe that's what Daniel needs, is a nice clit farting mama. Okay, so the rest of Tom's story is we were hanging out after the show. The hottest woman I had ever seen ran up and yelled, I've got a 4-story house around the corner. Let's go party. I told her I'm in. She said, do I know you? God, I hope so. And that is part of the story. Mm-hmm. Tracy says, fantastic. And Tom reminds us about the clit farting, which again, we need to do some
How
more.
did we forget that?
I don't think that that's the kind of thing we can get away with streaming on the podcast, though.
Oh, we were gonna go see if there was video of it because I think
I looked it up, but then we got distracted by a shiny object.
Look it up. That's worth looking up.
Are you from California? I just played a show there. That must be where I know you from. So we got into the cab. We made out. She looks at me and says, "You're just another pair of lying eyes." Well, there you go.
She was in an Easter band.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Wait, there's more. It's coming. He's typing hot and heavy.
That's not possible that I touched my fake eye. Oh my God, that's right. We have two visually impaired people watching the show tonight.
You missed one.
So we got in the cab. We made out. She looks. I already read that.
Oh, okay. I thought that was me.
I read all of these. What are you talking about?
So
he said he has lion eyes, and he has one fake eye.
So Tom has a fake eye, but Sandy Duncan does not. The fuck world. It's craziness.
It's something Doug struggled with for years.
I've
had to make him Google it like 3 or 4 times now because there's certain things that I'll tell him and he'll be like, that's not true. And I'm like, look it up. You've looked it up before. And he looks it up. And once again, I am right. And you think he's like,
Sandy Duncan? Yeah.
Oh my God. She leapt from the cab and ran. Okay, that was a really good story.
Wait a minute. I call bullshit on the story because if she lived right around the corner, why do you need a cab?
She leapt from the cab and ran into an alley in Cambridge. And she peed behind a kebab joint.
Oh, well, he's got the kebab joint because there's lots of them in Cambridge.
There's lightning like out in the distance.
Well, maybe we shouldn't be in a
pool. Well, I don't know. I have a friend. Okay, I have a friend who, and she left her purse in her jacket. Did she come back for them? So I have a friend who shall remain nameless, went on a date with a girl. And they were like fooling around in the car. And he pulled her panties down, and there was like a little toilet paper with shit balls. And so he was like, okay, well, I'm not going to dine at the Y, but he fucked her. And so she's like, I have to pee. And he's like, oh, well, I'll take you. She's like, no, I'm fine. She goes out of the car, pulls her pants down and not only pees, but takes a steaming dump while smoking a cigarette in the parking lot of Silver Lakes Regional High School. This, by the way, these were grown adults. They were like in their 30s.
It would have been a very New England story if she had dumped into a styrofoam Dunkin's cup.
No, it was like in the parking lot. It was
Amazing.
dropped a heater. People are crazy. That story is freaking funny. Anne says, and she's right. Tom says, I asked her what she wanted and she told me to pick. I ordered the left side of the menu. You're crazy. So those tissue remnants remind me are called clitty litter. Dude, this podcast is just taking a
I don't know
nosedive.
how we found this group of people that is completely on your wavelength.
Well, but the thing that's funny is that the people that
I
are
like to
not
separate
here,
myself from this
the
wavelength.
people that
right
are not here that are on my same insane wavelength is shocking to me because Pasito's not here,
now.
Charlie's not here. Most of the people.
Wavelength.
Yeah, Dave, but I think Dave thinks I'm usually inappropriate.
But I think Dave is probably got a little bit more couth than the rest. He had a decent upbringing.
I don't know.
Not that the others didn't, but I'm just saying that
he smoked crack one time
by accident.
By accident.
Yeah.
So when we got to her house, it was indeed a 4-story townhouse.
Oh.
Her dad was in the board of Merrill Lynch.
Oh, nice.
Jeff Hack said we called them dingleberries. Okay, but let me ask you this.
What if they're in the
You
front?
have a beautiful wife and you've been together a million years. And not a million years. I think it's like 30 some odd years. You have beautiful children, beautiful grandchildren, beautiful dogs. If you had, in your wild nights, ripped off Lisa's panties and there was shit balls or dingleberries and toilet paper attached to your butt, would you be married with 3 children today? And if so, is that your kink? And does that kink continue to this day?
Or
Just
is that
wondering.
a kink? That's what I want to know.
I'm sure it's a kink. I'm not into
German
that at
shitball
all.
porn.
Gross. Tom said there were hunting trophies everywhere. Good to know. Tom says, I'm not very mature for an older guy. I'm not very mature for a 47-year-old woman. I'm like a 12-year-old boy trapped in a 47-year-old woman's body. It's very strange. Tom said, including the bear head, and we made out on a bear skin rug. Oh, that's nice. She said, I've got a boyfriend. So, see, Tom, that says not good things about you. You shouldn't. Yeah. Tom says, I sealed the deal. Wound up moving to my hotel the next day and made it a 2-night stand. Well, good for you. Jeff says, yeah, I would have been very concerned. Well, it just, if Lisa and these children only knew that they're just a couple shitballs away from never existing.
I was just going to ask Tom Bowker if, in using a blowfly vernacular, did she give you the claps? The claps.
Oh my God.
And one of the songs he goes, she gave me the claps, and I like that's hysterical.
There's a video that Tracy tagged me in, or Tracy posted today on TikTok, and it was all about I give you the clap. I give you the clap. And it was like for children, but it's like giving the clap.
Oh, it was like the Wiggles. Like you
so
got the
fun.
clap. I got the clap from you.
It's so bad. P.S. Bear Rug was Clarence's nickname as a teenager because he never combed his afro.
Oh,
that's how you end up with hair like this.
Yeah.
He said, I wrapped it up. Good job. No claps.
No claps.
Yes, we talk about important sexual topics around here quite frequently. Like one of them is, don't be silly, put a rubber on your willy. And another one is to never insert anything into your rectum that does not have a flange on the bottom.
Go flange or go. I was looking for something. I'm not a rhyming person, apparently.
You were like, came in so like.
I was like.
What was the word? You were like so.
I figured I could figure it out in a way.
So driven in the comment that you didn't even have an answer for.
You got to go flange, but nothing rhymes with flange.
Lots of things rhyme with
Name
flange.
3 things that rhyme with flange.
Ange.
Like
Angela.
Like Dickinson. Ange. Okay, next flange. See, it's not that hard, is it?
What?
Yeah, it is hard.
What words rhyme with flange? Bandage? Bandage? No. Flange? Glange? Slange?
Scrange.
Go
to Scranton. Scrange.
If you could tell us words that rhyme with flange,
Flange.
that would be fucking great. Tom says there's an annual report of strange items people have been removed from their rectum in the ERs. We often talk about items in people's rectums in the ERs, again with the flange. Anne says, sorry, Stacey, but I'm a little high and I knew you were where you were going. I don't even know where I'm going half the time. At least one of us knew.
You don't know.
And never be sorry that you're high. You should be high. I hope everyone's high right now, or or happy in whatever way that makes them happy. It would be good if none of us needed chemicals, but I do find marijuana to be very helpful medicine. I'm not using any tonight, but that is my loss.
It's your prerogative.
I'm not really a big fan of the booze per se, but
all kinds of noisy.
I'm telling you, fancy fucking birds. I don't know what the fuck. That could be a snake. I don't even know what it is anymore. Tom says, funniest I've heard of is a small jar of peanut butter. Oh, yeah. Have you seen the one with the guy shoved a mason jar up his ass and it broke? That wasn't good. I got high with Afro Man when he recorded with us. That's awesome.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
We talked about Afro Man's lemon pound cake quite a bit.
We talk about his lemon pound cake video, and we actually showed it on the.
And our master hater, Tracy, and her lovely wife, Becky, sent us lemon pound cake. Anne said, I meant to say I understand Doug's humor. LOL. Anne is the _1 member of the Doug Deer fan club.
Well, she hasn't come up with anything that rhymes with flange.
You want a husband? Tom says he lived up to the because I got high song. Sorry, I'm coughing.
Nice.
A friend did his. Tom says Millmore, not Bowker. A friend did his residency in Greenwich Village. They had a pool to see what they would be willing to pull out of folks' butts.
Nice.
Oh, the light bulbs. Somebody had a light bulb up there.
Yeah.
Barbies. Some poor kid with his mom's vibrator up his ass.
There's Ken doll.
Oh, honey, what was it we had to get pulled out of your ass in the ER? I forget.
That Play-Doh Fun Factory. I figure if I could poop out like in a star shape, that would be better.
You wouldn't have to put the whole Fun Factory. You just have to put the cartridge.
just the slot. Actually, it wouldn't even have to go in. It would go on the outside. I could just adhere it.
Oh my God, I just thought of something hilarious. Okay. Anne says I just have a creative mind at times. Yeah, especially when you're baked. Tom says frozen dinner tongue for the win. Frozen deer tongue for the win.
Oh.
See, but if you left the deer's head and antlers on and you just use the tongue,
would be a flange.
It would be a flange.
Yeah, but then it doesn't need to get reviewed. Well, maybe it was taxidermied with the tongue and it went up there and didn't come back.
I don't know. What I'm saying though is this.
That's a good one.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
Things in people's butts.
Okay.
Anuses. Look, she's trying to. No, I'm gonna go over here. No, because I'm not. We don't play that.
You know what? Did you think of your butt?
No,
I'm trying to put my foot up his butt. It's not working.
It's not even not in a good way.
Tom said I fell in the shower.
Fell in the shower. Oh yeah.
That's how Doug got a shampoo butt up his butt. We had to go to the ER to have it removed. See, he's off camera because he's ashamed. Tell him you love and accept him, even if he puts shampoo bottles up his butt.
It was Awapooey.
Awapooey. You're Awapooey.
All right, let go.
Why do you want me to let go? I was just bringing you back by the
foot. It hurt my toe. God damn it. Thank you.
Someone grabbing your toe hurts you?
I don't like people touching my toe. I don't like people touching me, but pretty much.
Seriously, you guys, this is ridiculous. Yeah. Anne says, my nephew is an ER doc, and I've heard one story, but knows many more. I think I may ask. No personal info. Yeah, of course. Of course.
I think a small bust of JFK would be pleasurable.
Does anybody have a small bust of JFK that Doug can shove up his ass? Does it have a flange on it? His shoulders are flange?
No, and I'm going to stick it up there. I'm going, I'm a patsy. I
don't even know what to say anymore. You guys, I'm so sorry.
Stick that in your conspiracy theory. I can't talk tonight. Conspiracy theory.
You are awfully chatty tonight.
That was funny, though. I'm a patsy.
All right. Well, it's 9.
I'll give you that.
Are we going to keep going? Do you have anything else to talk about? It's 9:30 at night.
I think between the bearskin rug, clit farts, my Cheap Trick cover band called Indonesian Junk. I think we've covered it all.
Okay. The point is, we love you guys, and we really appreciate that you watch the podcast and you chime in. Anne says he's in New York City. Imagine the stories. I don't even think I want to.
Maybe it's the same guy as that Tom Millmore knows.
maybe they knew each other. Yeah.
In the village.
Because all New Yorkers must know
Yeah, they
each
know
other.
each other.
They're from New
Yeah.
York. Oh, you must know this person.
In fact, I blame Tom for Rudy Giuliani. I blame Tom for that. I also blame Tom for 9/11. I also blame Tom for whatever else. Oh, that plane landing in the Hudson. I blame Tom for King Kong. It's all the New York stuff. It gets lumped on Tom.
Anyway, we really appreciate you guys watching the podcast. The best part, of course, is always the engagement. And so, of course, you're watching the podcast. Afterwards, feel free to comment because we will come back and comment.
Or not comment.
And if you're here, these people want to be your friends. Like they want more crazy people to be friends. Be friends with each other. And thank you all for your comments and really making the show what it is. We wouldn't be able to do it without you. Tom says, careful what you wish for. I'm down to podcast in a flamingo floaty. Well, I'm going to need some guests at some point. So let us know when that might work. Okay. So we would like to end the show on a high note. Although this whole podcast has been pretty much a low note. It's been the brown note.
It's been low brow.
In any case, we like to end on gratitude. What are you guys grateful for? Because the first thing we are always grateful for, although we used to do it at the end because we were trying to save the best for last, we're going to do it first. We're grateful for the people that watch and support the podcast. Thank you so much. Please tell your friends. We do this just about every night, Monday through Friday, 8
Although
p.m.
it's going to be interesting tomorrow night, Wednesday night.
Yes.
Sorry, you said every night. So.
We do it Monday through Friday whenever we're able to. Sometimes I'm sick. Sometimes there's crazy weather, but generally speaking, Monday through Friday, we're here. We try to do holidays as well. And, it just, it's boring when it's just the two of us. Like we want to just talk to each other. We can sit inside and we can talk about anything. We don't have to censor anything. Not that we really censor much, but we do. So like the more people watch, the better. And of course we put, time, effort, and money into it. So like we want people to enjoy it and like it and have fun, and it kind of rewards us for being absurd. Don't you want to reward our bad behavior? Trace says, Anne says it's all in who you know, Doug. And Trace says, I'm thankful for funny people in my life. I'm thankful for possibilities. I'm thankful for great television. I think we're great television. Tom says, I'm grateful that Jade started North Carolina State last week. Congratulations.
Nice.
And didn't get into UNC. There was a shooting today. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Tom says, do it during the hurricane. We do plan to do a podcast during the hurricane, but the hurricane, I think, is going to make landfall in the morning. So we'll probably just do a live video of the flamingos in the pool. Please be safe with the impending storm. It's just rain with a name. Okay, gratitude. I am grateful for the people who watch the podcast and support the podcast. I'm grateful for Doug.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for all the, I know it was last week, but like all the kind words about my paintings. I was really insecure about it. So thank you, everybody. I'm thankful for my biomat. I'm thankful for our accountant, Megan. I am thankful for, I'm thankful my friend Zach's coming this weekend. I'm so excited about that. I'm thankful for our pool. I'm thankful for air conditioning. I'm thankful for fucking crazy fucking Florida animals. And I'm thankful that it's not a Cat 5. And I'm thankful that we have enough money, or at least available, at least enough points. Whereas if there is a hurricane bad enough that we lose power, that we can just take our points and go to a hotel of our choosing.
A no-tell motel.
Ooh.
I want a round bed.
What are you fucking thankful for?
I'm thankful for you.
I'm also thankful.
Obviously.
Thank you.
I'm thankful.
I don't know if it's obvious.
I'm thankful for my newfound skill in making a French-style omelet. It makes breakfast.
Dude, it's so good.
It makes breakfast delicious and a breeze.
But is it easier?
And you wipe off the pan and you're done.
Is it easy?
It's fairly easy, but there's some technique involved. I don't want to brag, but there's some technique involved. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for electricity. That the electricity came back on today. That was fine. That was a good thing. Thankful for everybody that watches this podcast and joins in. It's hysterical, and I'm thankful for the owls and wildlife and
cicadas
and our sprinklers that just went on.
There you go. And the sprinklers seem to be working, so we're grateful for that. Even though the pool pump, not so much.
Not so much. No bueno.
Tracy says, please be safe during the impending storm. Again, it's rain with a name. Jeff says, I'm grateful that our son, daughter-in-law, and 3 grandchildren are moved into their new house. Now It's too quiet. Well, just put the volume on your podcast up, baby. I'm so glad they found a place to, and I hope they're close by so you can see them when you want to.
If the Hesketh's house is rocking,
don't come and knocking. There's a person. Tom says it's hitting the panhandle. You'll be fine. Yeah, not even worried. Jeff says if you guys lose power and I still have power, our guest room is now open.
Nice.
Yay! We like to go to hotels and fuck.
I don't know what that hand gesture was, but
What
it
was the
something.
gesture you just
I
did?
don't
It's
know.
terrible.
I didn't want to be too.
But thank you for your kind offer. Actually, Doug will never go anywhere where there's pets because his allergies are so bad. Well, he'll go to your house and take an allergy pill
I'll go to
and
your
then
house.
complain for 2 days afterward.
If you got
but
food, I'm coming to your
Stay
house.
over? Not so much. Tracy says, well, this is why it's called a storm and not a hurricane. Like, I
Well,
still
it's
think
gonna be a hurricane probably by the morning.
it's currently a tropical storm. It could be nothing. School's already canceled for tomorrow. I think that they're being a little crazy. Anyway, what?
No, go ahead.
I was going to say goodnight.
Yeah, I was gonna say goodnight too.
That's it.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, Esther. Get down, Bernice.